I don't feel lonely when I'm caring for my beehive. Peaceful, I feel so peaceful. The bees can still the chatter in my mind. When the notes inside me sing in harmony with nature, then each person on the street feels like he's my brother. Every flower, bird and bee is a part of you and me, and we all are one, and nature is our mother. All you gotta do is smile, smile, smile. You gotta move, 'cause it's all in the rhythm and the smile. All you gotta do is smile, smile, smile. You gotta move, 'cause it's all in the rhythm and the smile. Listen, you'll hear the rhythm. The rhythm beating deep, deep down inside of me. Watch out, you'll find you're smiling. If you're being true to who you're meant to be. All you gotta do is smile, smile, smile. You gotta move, 'cause it's all in the rhythm and the smile. All you gotta do is smile, smile, smile. You gotta move, 'cause it's all in the rhythm and the smile. Yes, it's all in the rhythm and the smile. Hello everyone.
Hello.
As you can see, I'm a beekeeper, and the bees here and I are going to tell you a little story about a particular bee in a particular hive. So let's step inside the hive and hear what the bees are doing. The guards were guarding, the scouts were scouting, the gatherers were gathering, The queen was laying eggs and being looked after by her attendants, and the droney bee, well, he was droning on. One of the honeycombs was complete, almost ready for Humongous to come and collect. Oh, Humongous was the name that the bees gave us humans, including their beekeeper. In another part of the hive, some eggs had hatched into larvae, and out of the larvae were appearing some new little bees. The queen appointed them to their different jobs and handed each of them a sting, but warned them only to use it in the utmost emergency, for when a bee stings, she dies. She appointed some to be guards, some to be nurses, some to be scouts, and some to be gatherers. But there was one little bee who was not happy with what she had been chosen to do.
Me, a gatherer, only a gatherer. My name is Glorybee. I must live gloriously. Gatherer, for goodness sake, there's been some huge mistake. I'm just a body wants to be a somebody in this colony. That's me, that's me, that's me. I want to please my queen, make sure that I am seen, be the part to make us whole, 'cause I love her heart and soul, but I'm a nobody who wants to be a somebody in this colony. That's me, that's me, that's me. Oh, isn't it possible that my heart could be greater than the whole? I'm a nobody who wants to be a somebody. That's me.
Well, that wasn't the thing at all. A bee doesn't only think about herself, she has a job and is part of a team. Gatherer Bee found Glorybee all alone and took her back to join the others. She showed Glorybee the waggle dance. This dance tells the bees exactly where to find the nectar.
Beep up the beehive, beep up the beehive, beep up the beep up. It's time for the waggle waggle dance. It's sweet to have, then you shake your little backwards. Waggle waggle, waggle waggle. Then you stick your bones back and waggle it around and backwards. Waggle waggle, waggle waggle. You see it's doing swirly, your swirly shells are wet together. Waggle waggle. What does it mean? It tells you where to go today. Waggle waggle. What's a figure of 8? It means a place to work is 2 minutes away. Waggle waggle. Come little bees is where we go today. First we need to get her over to the clover. We must settle on a petal. We must settle on a petal. Gather up the pollen. We must gather up the pollen. Then we go collect the nectar. Then we go collect the nectar. We fly back. First you shake your wings, fancy, then you shake your little butt like it's a waggle waggle. Waggle waggle. Then you stick her about your back. Waggle it around and bend it to waggle waggle away. Waggle waggle. See it's doing swirly, swirly shells, swirly, swirly gills. Waggle waggle. Beep up the beehive, beep up the beehive, beep up the beep up. It's time for the waggle waggle time.
Off flew the bees to gather the nectar. As you probably know, that as well as making honey, one of the most important jobs that bees do for our planet is to pollinate the flowers and the plants and the crops and our fruits and vegetables. Let's hear what our little flowers have to say.
Take this letter to my lover. It will tell her she'll soon be a mother. Why do we have to take their letters? They haven't got legs, they haven't got wings. If we don't help the romance, there'll be no flowers next spring. It's thanks to you the world gets fed. Without you, bees, we'd all be dead. Fruit and flowers, humongous too, would not survive if it weren't for you, bees. Thank you, bees. Thousands of hours to pollinate flowers, fly thousands of miles. You keep us smiling. Thank you, bees. Always busy, buzzing away, working all day. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, bees, for keeping us smiling. Thank you, so there'll be flowers next spring.
While the bees were busy collecting nectar, a large hornet was spying on them from the branch of a tree. It doesn't happen very often, but a hornet or a swarm of hornets can destroy a whole colony of bees. I must follow a bee to the hive. We all need to live, we all need to survive. I like a dainty morsel of fresh grown lava. That is my speciality, as tasty as caviar. La 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 la. Why must they shower scorn on us? Just because we're hornets? It's something that's not understood. Nature is never all kind and good. La 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 la. I'm being what I'm meant to be, doing what I'm meant to do. Cause what works for me just might not work for you. I'm being what I'm meant to be, doing what I'm meant to do. But what works for me just might not work for you.
Sneaky, creepy, never sleepy, tricky, sneaky, teasy, sits in trees and watches me. Sneaky, creepy, never sleepy, tricky, sneaky, teasy, sits in trees and watches me.
Ha! Ha! All this talk of pollination gives bees ideas about their station. Helping feed humongous greed will only increase their population. My policy's extermination. Kill baby bees and their relations. In turn, that'll kill humongous too. And that will help the earth's salvation. Listen to the beat. We've all got to eat. Listen to the beat. We've all got to eat. Listen to the beat. We've all got to eat. Yeah, we've all got to eat.
Sneaky, creepy, never sleepy, tricky, sneaky, teasy, sits in trees and watches me. Sneaky, creepy, never sleepy, tricky, sneaky, teasy, sits in trees and watches me. Look around you, look behind you. You must hide or he will find. There'll be sorrow if he follows you. Look behind you.
Humongous always kept a lookout for hornets, and anything else that would do harm to his bees. While Glorybee and her friends were gathering nectar, Humongous came to collect the comb that was full of honey. He puffed smoke around the hive like this. This makes the bees sleepy so that they don't get frightened. Now, unfortunately, there was one little bee who completely misunderstood the situation. When Glorybee returned to the hive, she saw smoke everywhere and bees lying around and the honeycomb gone. In an instant, she decided to make Humongous enemy number one. In fact, she decided to make all humans enemies. And she had pretty good reason to do so. We humans are doing some very bad things to this planet.
We must get him. We must get him without sticks. He's a monster. He's a monster without wings. Humongous. A fungus on the earth. Humongous. A fungus on the face of the earth. And cancer stealing and lurking, killing all we love while we're quietly working. We must protect our queen. We must protect our honey and our hive. Destroy him, destroy him. He isn't fit to be alive. We must get him. I will find him without sticks. He's a monster. I will find a monster without wings. Humongous. I'll be a fungus on the earth. Humongous. A fungus on the face of the earth. Notice and cancer stitching and lurking, killing all we love while we're working. We must protect our queen. We must protect our honey and our hive. Destroy him, destroy him. He isn't fit to be. We must protect our queen. We must protect our honey and our hive. Destroy him, destroy him. He isn't fit to be alive.
The queen and the other bees told her that she was wrong, that Humongous was the bees' friend, but she didn't believe them. She didn't want to believe them because she wanted to become a heroine. She started plotting and planning and gradually convinced all the other bees that in order to save the queen and the hive, they had to kill Humongous. They would be martyrs, for when they stung him, they themselves would die. Instead of getting on with their work of pollinating the plants and gathering nectar, Glorybee ordered the other bees to the apple tree. She was so busy with her plans that she didn't even notice that a hornet had followed her back to the hive. He made a great big mark on the hive so that the other bees could come and enjoy a feast of baby bees. Glorybee wrote a final letter to the queen.
You just don't understand. Humongous has a plan. He's evil through and through and destroys the work we do in our colony. Can't you see how much greater life would be? That I'm doing this great deed to preserve our liberty. Oh, you'll be thanking me for all I've done to keep us truly free. You'll need to be like me,
But as Glorybee went to deliver her letter, she noticed the hornet and the mark on the hive. What could she do? One small bee against a hive? She quickly ordered the other bees from the apple tree, and together they surrounded the hornet and cooked it. They fanned their wings so hard that the temperature rose and rose to 50 degrees, and they cooked the hornet. Unfortunately, the swarm of hornets was already on its way. But luckily, so was Humongous. He quickly puffed smoke around the hive to protect it and set off at once to destroy the hornet's nest. Naturally, Glorybee was very, very upset. She knew that she had only thought about herself and not about the whole hive. She knew she had made a huge mistake. The Queen asked, "Was it a mistake? Or was it a lesson learned?"
Oh, Your Majesty, definitely a lesson learned.
Hooray!
Every job is important.